Picture this, an entire nation crushed under the boot of a bloated, ruthless tyrant. And deliverance comes not from a mighty warrior, not from a prophet with thunderous words, but from the most overlooked, flawed nobody in the room. Meet Ehud, a left-handed Benjamite in a right-handed world. The guy everyone dismissed as defective, the one who slipped through every security check because his weakness was actually his deadliest weapon. In the brutal days of the judges, long before kings, long before armies marched in formation, Israel groaned under 18 years of Moabite oppression. Then one ordinary day, Ehud straps a secret double-edged dagger to his right thigh, where no one ever checks a normal man, strolls into the palace with tribute money, and walks out alone. Behind him, a locked door. A king so fat the blade vanishes into his belly, handle and all. Guards too embarrassed to interrupt what they think is a royal bathroom break, and a nation about to explode into freedom. This isn't dusty history. It's a pulse-racing thriller straight from God's playbook. The invisible man who becomes unstoppable. The disability that delivers a knockout blow. The secret strike that topples an empire. Ehud's story will hit you hard. What if the very thing you've hidden, the quirk you've hated, the part of you everyone calls a flaw, is exactly what God is waiting to use to set captives free? Buckle up. This forgotten assassin's tale is about to rewrite how you see your own weaknesses. Picture the land of Israel back then. The sun beats down mercilessly, but the real heat is oppression. Families huddle in fear. Children whisper questions their parents can't answer. Why do the soldiers take everything? For 18 brutal years, King Eglon of Moab has crushed them. Moab allied with Ammon and Amalek, marching in like they owned the place. Every crop, every animal, every ounce of dignity stolen. Israel had forgotten God again, turned to idols, and God, in his justice, let the consequences roll in. 18 years, an entire generation knew only chains, taxes, and tears. But here's the turning point that changes everything. In the darkness of despair, the people finally cry out, really cry out to the Lord. Not polite prayers, raw, desperate pleas, and God hears. He doesn't send lightning, he doesn't dispatch angels with flaming swords. He raises up Ehud, a man from the tribe of Benjamin, a left-handed man. In that culture, left-handedness was odd, suspicious, even seen as a defect. The right hand was power, honor, battle. But God, he loves flipping the script. What the world mocked, God was about to weaponize. Ehud is chosen to deliver the tribute to Eglon. Humiliating, right? Bowing low, handing over Israel's hard-earned goods to the very king fattening himself on their suffering. But Ehud has a plan born in secret. At home, he crafts a special dagger, double-edged, about 18 inches long, razor-sharp. He straps it, not to his left thigh like a normal right-handed warrior, but to his right thigh, hidden under his cloak. Clever laugh. Genius. Guards always checked the left side for weapons. No one bothered with the right. Ehud's weakness just became his deadliest advantage. What if the very thing you've hated about yourself is the exact key God needs?
The journey to the palace is tense. Ehud's heart pounds, but his face stays calm. He presents the tribute. Eglon, enormous, sweaty, lounging in his cool upper chamber, grins like he owns the world. Another easy day for the tyrant. Ehud bows, turns to leave with his escort, then stops. He glances back. "Wait," he says quietly. "I have a secret message for the king, from God." Eglon's eyes light up, curiosity mixed with arrogance. He waves his attendants away. "Silence, everyone out." The doors shut, the room empties, just Ehud and the king. Can you feel the air thicken? One wrong breath and Ehud dies horribly. One right move and freedom dawns. Ehud steps closer. Eglon leans in, expectant. "I have a message from God," Ehud whispers. And in that split second, bam! His left hand flashes. He draws the dagger from his right thigh and thrusts it deep into Eglon's belly. The blade sinks all the way, handle and all, swallowed by layers of fat. Eglon gasps, eyes bulging in shock. He slumps, the mighty oppressor, dead on his throne. The fat closed over the blade, no pulling it out, just silence and the smell. Ehud doesn't panic. He locks the doors from inside. Cool as stone, he slips out through a back way, down the latrine passage, into the open air. He walks past the guards like nothing happened. They nod. Why suspect the humble tribute bearer? Behind those doors, the king rests. Hours pass. The stench grows. The servants whisper, embarrassed. He must be relieving himself. Don't disturb the king. Dark laugh. Their pride buys Ehud precious time. He escapes to the hill country of Ephraim. If this hidden act of courage is firing you up, if you're starting to see how God uses the overlooked, then hit that like button right now and subscribe with notifications on. We're just getting to the best part. Let's keep uncovering these hidden Bible gems together. Ehud doesn't stop at one strike. He knows real freedom needs more. He grabs a trumpet. Blast! The sound rips across the hills. Villages stir. Men who bent under Moab's yoke now lift their heads. "Follow me," Ehud shouts. "The Lord has delivered Moab into our hands." Farmers grab tools, shepherds clutch staffs. Ordinary people become an army of faith. They rush to the Jordan fords, the escape routes for the Moabites. Word spreads fast. The king is dead. Panic explodes in Moab's ranks. Thousands flee toward the river, but Ehud's men are already there. They seize the crossings. No escape. The battle erupts, fierce, desperate. Spears clash, cries echo. Moab's strong, choice men, 10,000 of them fall. Not one crosses. The river runs red. Israel fights with everything. Years of pain, stolen harvests, broken pride. Ehud stands shoulder to shoulder, his left hand striking true. By sunset, it's over. Moab shattered, Israel victorious. The land breathes free air again. Scripture says, "So Moab was subdued that day under the hand of Israel, and the land had rest for 80 years. 80 years. One man's bold obedience bought generations of peace. Children born in chains lived to see their grandchildren play without fear. Ehud steps back into the shadows. We don't hear much more about him. No grand palace, no statues, just peace. But oh, the lesson burns bright. God doesn't need the flashy, the strong, the normal. He needs the willing, the one who says, "Here I am, flaws and all." Ehud's left hand? Mocked, useless, until God said, "Perfect." What left hand in your life have you hidden? Your shyness? Your past? Your difference? What if that's the very thing God is waiting to use? This story isn't about daggers or fat kings. It's about a God who hears cries, raises the unlikely, turns weaknesses into weapons, and delivers through obedience. Ehud, the left-handed judge. Ehud, the assassin of tyrants. Ehud, the spark of freedom. One hidden blade, one trumpet blast, one nation set free. If Ehud's courage stirred something in you today, if you're ready to let God use your flaw for His glory, then smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss the next untold story from Scripture. We've got so many more hidden treasures waiting. Drop in the comments, what's your left hand, the thing you think disqualifies you? Let's encourage each other. Until next time, remember, God writes epic stories with the most ordinary pens. See you in the next video. God bless.